smaller channels who are working to bring down the code to protect human rights. To the mom celebrates the smaller channels, the ones who need more attention and are out there more and more. If you want Scooter Mom to show a small channel, send her clips and links, since you are making clips and sharing links is easy to do. Whether you protest and or watch that meets you.
Hi again. So I'm just going to forewarn you. The computer has been rebooted. It is still misbehaving. So, with that warning in hand, we're going to proceed. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Scooter's Anti-Cult Report and Computer Progress Situation, where we feature Anti-Scientology channels when the computer lets us, with less than 1.5k subs, and a few others. So, hello, Cricket. Hello, Fuzzy. Hi, Heather Mack. Who else did I see sneak in here? I'm sure I saw somebody else. Of course, I could be wrong. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. I'm seeing things. Great. Okay. So yes, I am happy to have you here. The purpose of this show is to boost positive attention to the smaller channels in the anti-Scientology community. If they are working to end the abuses of Scientology and not end others in the community, I would like to feature their work. I will also share some of the larger channels, but my focus will always be on featuring the smaller channels. I do have a different co-host this week, and I'm sorry he's blurry. I'm not sorry, actually, because I must have all the focus. Anyway, I'm sure that he will make an appearance at some point in the less blurriness. But just be aware that he is here. Hello, Becky. I'm glad you made it. The newly vindicated Becky, I always knew she was innocent. Just saying. Many of us already knew she was innocent. Hi, Hitzel. So, anyways, yes. Also, like I said, please have patience because more than usual, because the computer thetans are like really pushing for anything they possibly can to disrupt the show. So we're just going to kind of hope and pray and cross our fingers and try to get through this together. So, hi, Big Chief. Welcome in. Okay, so I hope everyone is doing well. I know that there is probably a little anticipation for stuff that might be happening tomorrow. Yes, we did always believe you, Becky. So I'm just going to say this. I'm not covering it. There are going to be other people to cover it. I'm going to be watching. But no, I am not going to cover anything that might happen tomorrow in LA. Just so you know. Hello, Sophia. Yeah, dance for the tech gods it is. Yes, please. Please. Yes. Hi, Frotty. Hello, Petunia. All right, who else? Okay. I think I'm caught up, but you know that's going to change in an instant. And you know what? I know that all of you are going to make sure to greet everyone who comes into the chat warmly and, you know, set the example if they're new. And if they're not, then they should know. Good behavior is a must in this chat. Hello, Manning. Are you at work again? You know, when I was working, we didn't have internet back then, or at least not smartphones, but I would never have gotten away with surfing the internet and watching YouTube videos. You young kids have it so good. Hi, Antics. I just, lately I have been reminded periodically that I am a different generation from some of you. So I just had to play into it. But also, I'm just barely ahead of the oldest millennials. I'm just saying. Yes, absolutely give the mean mom fuzzy because, hello, chat mama, mean mom, totally. I just don't have it in my name anymore because visibility. Hello, eyes, welcome in. All right, let's get started. My goodness. Okay. Let's see. What have I got here? Oh, I have notes. Okay. Uh I am also before I move on, I do have it in my notes. You were given a tumbler that says I don't need your attitude, but my, but brought my own by a client. Becky, I like your client. Um all right. And Northern Girl, did I see Northern Girl is here? Cool. Okay. Yes. So I still have not figured out the vertical on a desktop thing. I kind of sort of did, but it was like right up in my face and I couldn't back it off at all, no matter what I did. I am not here for that. Mm-mm. No, you do not need to see inside my pores. Okay. So at this point, the way it's looking, I know certain mods will be extremely happy about this, and I don't blame them. Um, the vertical may only happen if and when I am out there protesting because, there's only so much I can do on a computer. Okay, so now let's get on with these clips because I do actually have a few. Although, speaking of clips, um, there were only a couple of you who actually sent them to me. And there were a couple of you who immediately got on it and supported me out there with your own videos or clips. Thank you, Manning. Thank you, Eyes. I haven't seen any others, and I'm not telling you to, you know, make a clip. But please, the most important word that I want out there is send me clips. Send me clips. I love the idea of getting more subs, but I really want the clips. Yes, I crossed my arms, Fuzzy. Okay, now let's get on with the clips, most of which I gathered. Okay, so Liz Gale did a very timely short that I do want to share with you. So, and I watched hello, Eric. I watched the documentary that she refers to just actually last night. So I thought, well, you know what? We need to see this. And if you happen to have Netflix and choose to watch the documentary yourself, that's on you. And it was good, but not the point.
Holy cow, new Scientology connection unlocked. Do you remember Amy Lynn Bradley? She went missing in 1998 off of a cruise ship in the Bahamas. And since then, people have speculated that she was trafficked because every once in a while, someone sees her or who they think is her. But now, damn near almost 30 years later, the Scientology connection is coming back up. Look at this. There is a new Netflix show coming out about this, and Amy Bradley's brother is talking. And let me tell you what he has to say is wild. The night before Amy disappeared, March 23rd, 1998, during a pool party, before we went down to the dance club, Amy was talking to two black women in matching uniforms off to the side for close to an hour. The uniforms were not Royal Caribbean uniforms. Spoiler! Scientology workers. Blue navy knee-length skirts, lighter blue top, button-up Oxford shirts. My parents walked over them to let Amy know they were going to bed. When they walked up, the two ladies, who appeared very friendly during their conversation, did not speak or introduce themselves. Brad says, "We don't know who these women were, but the FBI does." That's not a good sign. The next afternoon, we got off the ship to stay in a hotel on the canal in case Amy was found in the water, so she was already missing at this point. Later, they asked for a priest to come pray with them, but no priest could be found, only Scientology workers who were on Scientology's cruise ship in Aruba. They came in, and they were going to do like an assist, basically helping the people not grieve, asking so many specific questions. Brad believes that there is a chance that these women invited Amy to the Scientology ship the next morning, and Amy went, got on the ship, and was never able to get off. He even says that the sighting in Curacao, that people did see Amy in Curacao later, but guess what? That was right when the Scientology ship was docked in Curacao. This has haunted Amy's brother for 27 years. I think that we should all get to the bottom of it with him. I'm excited to see if this makes the new Netflix documentary, as well as where is Amy? What happened to her? Did she really get sucked up into Scientology's workforce and just disappear? Was she kidnapped? What happened to her? Holy cow, new Scientology.
So, I hope the Thetans weren't too disruptive, but clipping a short just. At any rate, spoiler alert, the Scientology part was not in the documentary. And I believe in the comments on that short, Liz said that they were cut from it. So, interesting, yes, perhaps a little bit. Yeah, hi, Northern Girl. Yeah, I agree. Scientology just can't stop stinking. Hi, Carrie Ann. I'm sure I saw No Face here as well. Hello, No Face. Good to see you. Um, hmm. Okay, I don't think I missed anybody else, so yeah. Anyway, so yeah, very intriguing antics. It is very intriguing. Um, I will say the documentary was still very good. When they were talking about where the ship was docked, my brain did go, isn't that where the Free Winds docks? And waited to see if there would be any mention. And that was before I saw Liz's short. In fact, I had a different short of Liz's set up for today. And then when I saw the documentary and then I saw Liz's short, I went, nope, edit. So yeah. Anyway, but please go and check out. Liz has really done a lot of good shorts. So you can't go wrong with them. So by all means, go check them out. Anyway, okay. So next, I recently ran across an episode of Growing Up in Polygamy, and I do want to share a clip from that with you because, of course, they're talking about Scientology. So let's see, where might that be? Yep, found it. Oh, I saw Jay Bet too. And hi, Jay.
Exact criteria for evil, but I would definitely say, somebody who makes rules that thousands and thousands of people can't have children and runs a church where there's child labor, forced and coerced abortions, where people are separated from their family. If that's not evil, then what is,
Are we talking about Scientology or the FLDS?
Oh my word.
Those are exact word for word things that I would say and that other people would say that have left the FLDS church.
Yeah, I hope she goes into more depth because, separation of families
Separation
and
of
child
family
labor.
and not allowing people to have children.
Yeah, being able to dictate whether people could have children or not, that's eerily similar to the FLDS.
Sheesh.
29-year-old Jenna Miscavige Hill is talking about the Church of Scientology,
Well, thank you very much.
run by her own uncle,
An exact criteria for evil, but I would.
So yeah. If you're interested to see what other similarities they might have, by all means, go and watch. It was very interesting. Even from a non-setting up a clip way, it was just a very interesting episode. And I do hope that they cover it more. Because I do think the comparison is really good. Oh, Northern Girl. Yes. All right. Yeah, the web is webbing. Absolutely, eyes. All right. So, Afila sent me a short about the Australian inquiry into people who have suffered injury due to cults, and it's not always physical, as we all know. So let's have a look at that. Wait a minute. I skipped. Okay, I will go back to eyes in a second. I always seem to do it with eyes. My apologies. Okay. We'll go with the feelers and then we'll go back to eyes. Sorry. Oh, is eyes? Yeah, he's always so uncomfortable.
The Parliament of Victoria has launched an inquiry into the recruitment methods and impacts of cults and organized fringe groups, which is open for submissions until July 31st, 2025. If you or anyone you know has been involved with a cult that has a presence in Victoria, Australia, this includes Scientology, you're highly encouraged to make a submission. There's also an anonymous questionnaire option available for those who might not wish to make a full submission. If you'd like some help doing yours, you can reach out to stopreligiouscoercion.au. Go to www.parliament.vic.gov.au/COFG and contribute to this once-in-a-generation opportunity for change and justice, which could have a far-reaching impact. Remember, submissions close 31 July Australian time and is open to all regarding Scientology, no matter where you live. So let's get cracking and make your voice heard.
Northern Girl, he's kind of like a stuffed animal. Yes. In that he's very soft and very floofy and cuddly in his own way. No, you can't have the hand. I need the hand. Thank you, baby. I'm sorry, J-Bat. Okay, you guys have known me long enough to know something is always going to get messed up here. All right, so going back to Eyes to See. Sorry. Where was I? Okay, here we are. Eyes recently did a video on the passing of Pedro Raimondo in 1987. So, yeah, it's been happening for decades, but because it has been happening for decades, check out some of the similarities.
It blew aside last year. Irene Marshall said in her suit that church officials tried to destroy the close relationship she had with her son, Pedro Raimondo, 22, and that their efforts drove him to leap off the 6th floor of a church-owned building in Hollywood on November 25th, 1986. Could that be the Blue Building? The suit charges the church, the Reverend Ken Hoden, and Jay Porter with wrongful death and intentional infliction of emotional distress leading to bluicide and with negligence and outrageous conduct. Imagine the children are going through this right now. It blew aside last year.
And I have now lost my co-host because he heard my daughter come in. He's also the greeter. Well, one of the greeters. Yes, J-Bat is a pro. I mean, Fuzzy is pretty good too. She's just maybe not so professional. I'm kidding. I truly am kidding. They are both fantastic mods. Yes, Eyes, it really is very sad. And it's even more sad that it just keeps happening. Yeah. Anyway, please go check out the whole story. And hi, Lori. Fuzzy, were you distracted? Oh, gosh. Okay. You know, this show is never going to be professional. It's just never going to be. Okay. Um, and No Face, if you have my email address, you can also email it to me and I can pass it along. So, because I saw that conversation happening, I had to add to it. Hi, Buttercup. Welcome in. All right. So Club Brain Fog and Papa Cat made it out to the Oregon San Francisco a couple of times this week. And I just have a very, because sometimes the short ones are the best. So please enjoy this.
There we go. Let's see. Nope. See, I'm even getting better. I knew the gimbal was going to do the wrong. That's one of the normal ones who walk by a lot. Up, and it got the. I'm here. You know, Xenu bless, Xenu bless. Have a good day. Have a good one. Enjoy yourselves. Let's see. Meteor shower. Pictures on Facebook. I want to hear a compilation of Clark's prose over music. Yeah, that's what we should do. You can always send me like transcript thingies or what you'd like me to read, Clark, and I can do it on this channel.
So then they had up the janky curtains too. But you know what? It's shutting them down. And that's the part I love the most. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do because, you know, you're going to keep seeing it. She's back. Oh, you got to love it. You absolutely got to love it. I mean, from our side of it. I'm sure that they don't love it, but that's too bad. I mean, come on. CBF is cute. How can you not love CBF? All right. So also, the Toronto crew got word of an event being held this past weekend at the Hilton Hotel near the airport. And, well, I couldn't go because I just really did not want to make that trip because it would probably involve changing transit systems, and I'm just not there for that. But Matt Elliot, SPTV Canada, and Michelle Rumballs Rambles, who some of you will know from the chats, went out there Saturday to welcome them. So I am going to show you, I think it's 3 clips that I'm about to show you, and I'm just going to do them one after the other because I really don't have much to say in between them. Hello, Cinderella. I saw you there. All right. So first up is Matt.
NoLimit.ca, solution for everything. Definitely not about Scientology, because none of their solutions work at all. Quebec. Well, they okay. Then refund me my parking money.
Right, we got everything we want. We will. Yeah.
Oh,
well, we're gonna
cult, you mean?
We're gonna go to the side. We're gonna go to the sidewalk in front. We're gonna protest anyway on the sidewalk where we're legally allowed to, which is all entirely up to us. But not without saying, you have a cult in your building. The business you're taking on is a cult. We are protesting that, and by that nature, we are also protesting your inability to understand the difference, to not do your research, to not understand their connection to human human trafficking, child abuse,
Child trafficking,
covering
up sexual abuse.
All you have to do is read about Operation Snow White to know they're not good people, and you are giving them safe harbor.
One more.
Hey, thank you, Monica. Do we need do I need to do any kind of summation here? Here's my talking, and I'm going to do some talking, and I'll stay here for a little bit to make myself feel like, and also for Matt too. So, Toronto Hilton hosted the cult of Scientology. Scientology traffics humans, abuses children. Does not believe in doctors. A random one is not exempt. Look up Operation Snow White. Scientology is a multi-level marketing scam. We're at this hotel are going to wonder what's going on. Why is this one person standing here? And I'm here for it. Hey, thank you, Monica.
So, I will tell you that the computer thetans were worse that day because I was restreaming a Facebook stream. And I think my computer was like, what is she forcing us to do now? So I apologize for the quality of it, but because it's a private group that she was streaming to, that was the only way that I could share it to the rest of you. And Michelle acknowledges that she really does need to work on a YouTube channel, but she has had some technical difficulties with that. So you know what? We just have to be patient. She might get there before 2050. Just saying. Okay, so now the Chicago crew was also able to get together this past weekend. Am I still getting a new laptop? I am still getting a new laptop. We're just not sure of the timing as of yet because, suppliers and couriers, and for some reason they have their own schedules. They don't go according to what we want. So, okay, so let's have a look at some clips with the Chicago crew. And again, I'm just going to go through them one basically after the other because commentary from me is not actually necessary. I know. I would never be a good influencer.
Howard. Oh, hi, Dips Chat. Hi, Never and Nana. I'm all Hel Breaks news. Yeah. Hey, Juanita. How you doing? Are you live? No. Okay. But you're not dead yet. Oh, Paisan's Pizza. Paisan's Piz. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Wow. And Piz. Sure is muggy here. So I can't wear these glasses. Fuzzy says hi. Hi, Fuzzy. Ellie says, must control Chicago. We've already paid our dues. Yeah. We're all here. Oh, okay. We cannot be bought. Howard?
So that was, of course, formerly known as Hell Gear, All Hell Breaks Loose. Or sorry, Breaks News. I always say the wrong, whatever. And I believe this is Na up next.
Friends. We're not going exactly in front of the org because I don't feel like poking the bear today, but we're across the street from them. Alone, we have friends.
That was shorter than I remembered.
See? Juanita gets the blinds.
So, and that last one was Dip Me in Glitter. Hi, I can't see a name for you, so welcome in. I'm Canadian. There are some Canadians in the chat, but not everybody, but welcome. And speaking of Canadians, hello, Janet from another planet. I saw you there. And Pippi, hello. All right, so that was Chicago. Now, I do have just a little bit more to share with you today because I was on it. Now, Dusty also sent me YouTube broke your name, hello, but from the YYZ. Oh, okay. So another Canadian, hello and welcome. Okay. So, yes, Dusty sent me a clip and I followed it up with another one that's not from Dusty. You will recognize who it's from immediately because it was just so entertaining. So, first, let's have Dusty's. Making sure that I do. Yes, I got the right one.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here comes the team. Here comes the team. Oh my, look at that. Water tech, water tech, water tech. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that was some funny shit right there, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, so there is one more, and I actually just realized I kind of ended that a little sooner than it was supposed to end. So my apologies to Dusty and to all of you, but it gives you an excuse to go watch it yourselves. But to be followed up by Aaron, who actually does know how to edit. I do not, and I'm really not anxious to learn. I'm just telling you right now. But Aaron does a good job at editing, and this is absolutely hilarious.
You guys are throwing water towards all of our property. You guys are throwing water right towards our property. Here we go. You guys are illegally throwing water towards protesters. What you're doing is illegal, and we're gonna call the police. Don't touch me. If you want to leave the Sea Org, the SPTV Foundation can help you leave. Contact at the SPTVFoundation.org. That room was chock full of children. Oh, here they come! Squeezy time! Go ahead, do it again. All right, apparently there's a bunch of stuff happening out front on public property. I told them. Look at that. That is awesome.
Oh, sorry, I did it again. You're going to have to go watch that one too. It's a good thing the links are in the chat. My trigger finger is itchy. I haven't done any modding today. So, but truly, it was hilarious. I can understand that it one could feel defeated that they keep pouring the water, but I choose to look at it as, you're breaking up their job and making them all flustered and having to figure out ways to bring more and more water. Yes, Janet, I cannot wait for Feral Cheryl to be back out there again on Friday. She is back in town as I hear it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Water Wars. Yes, Becky. Yes. There was extra work to be done. And the fact that the chalk was all on public property, it just goes to show you just how one little thing that a protester does, the cult cannot handle it. They go batshit crazy. Not J-Bat, just batshit crazy. All right, so anyway, I wanted you to enjoy that chuckle as much as I did. I will not tell you how many times I watched Aaron's short in particular. You're curious, how do Scientologist leaders make money by recruiting vulnerable people? Yeah, they do. They recruit vulnerable people, and then they charge astronomical prices for every single course that they offer. Once you get past the beginning introduction stages, it's free for all with the prices. They're not worth anything anyway, so they're definitely overpriced. I don't know if they can barbecue. I think somebody actually did ask that. I'm not sure that they could get away with it. But I guarantee you, someone in Clearwater is looking into it for sure. Oh, I would love to see that, Becky. I would love to see her out there in scuba diving gear. That would be absolutely hilarious. Oh, you're very welcome. Now, you said that your name is Dusty as well, but I don't know if that's your broken username or not, but welcome in, and I hope that you will subscribe and join us again. I do this every I do this every Monday with a few exceptions. And I just introduce people to mostly the smaller channels in the anti-Scientology community. So you are welcome to join us and support all the channels. All right. So finally, good, Becky. Finally, because I admittedly have neglected to share more clips of the calls into the various councils in Los Angeles, I give you a clip from Mona Fatgrammy.
Hi, yes. What items would you like to speak on?
All items, please.
Okay, 3 minutes.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, commissioners. My heart and prayers go out to the officers and also the child found. That all comes well for that. I guess you're wondering why I'm here every week. In March of the year before, a help sign was put in a window of the blue building of Scientology. Officers were called, and when they got there, they checked with security and then just left, kapoof. They didn't even investigate the sign, and I'm sure the person that put it there was punished. After the incident, the planners were placed there to stop demonstrators. The street was closed off to further deny them of their First Amendment rights. People are not there protesting the religion, but the abuse and the human trafficking within the so-called religion. I'm very appreciative that yes, can you hear me?
Hi, yes. What items would you like to speak?
Sorry, I fooled myself into thinking it was a short, not a clip. Because I'm oh so professional, right, Fuzzy? And you know, I have never called myself a professional at this, especially. So, at any rate, I actually thought that all the clips and shorts that I had were going to take longer than they did. I can never gauge this properly. So, what else is new, right? So, you had subbed a long time ago. MD Media was at a time he was definitely putting my channel out there, which I very much appreciated, and I still do appreciate. So that's fantastic. I'm glad that you were able to catch a live. Yes, Fuzzy. I definitely am not a professional, and to hear some of you tell it, Becky, that might be the most fun part of this. So, anyway, and I mean, I'm coming to you from my bedroom. Of course, I'm not a professional. Now, because you don't see my channel linked up here, oh, anymore. You mean now or Becky? I don't understand. Hello, Rib Guy. Welcome in. Now I know all the troublemakers are present and accounted for. The biggest one being right here. Hello, Dusty. Were you lurking? Wow. Okay. So we have the guys coming in at the end here. I mean, come on. What's up? Yeah. That reminds me. Thank you, Becky. Rib Guy? Still waiting. For anyone who still does not know, Does It Matter to You, Not to Me is also known as Rib Guy. Yes, Club Brain Fog, you are most definitely one of the troublemakers. And I do love that you are. No, you don't see the link to my channel on his account. No, he did used to have he did used to like share my channel when I would go live. He would like put up a post and when he was live and he was listing off names of various channels, he included mine fairly often back then. Not lurking, working. Dusty, you are lurking and working. As I believe, so is Manning. These generations who just have to listen to stuff while they're working. I mean, should your focus not all be on the work? I mean, I don't know what I'm saying because I'm working against myself there. And I'm just playing up the old fart. Okay. Oh, you got home from doing your nails? Oh, I can't wait to see them, Foggy. Yes. Rib Daddy to you. Rib Daddy to Club Brain Fog, too. I am just, ordinarily, I would just sit back and watch the comedy happening in the chat. I might type along with it, throw in my own little lines. I'm kind of at a disadvantage because now you can see the facial expressions and watch me try to process a thought. Dusty, you're driving now? Okay, thank you for the update. Please be careful. No more texting or commenting while you are driving. All right, so coming up in about 9 minutes from now is Club Brain Fog, and I would love it if you would go and room raid her when she goes live. Now, I believe she will be coming from the Hello Kitty room live. Up close and personal with Skidder. Okay, Rib Guy. All right, so thank you again, everyone who sends me clips and links. Oh, you're having a panel tonight, Dusty? Okay, what time? What time is your panel? And I hope you're at a stoplight or you have pulled over in some way. All right, so after Foggy. Okay, so that means approximately 8 o'clock Eastern time, which is 5 o'clock Pacific time. I'm really straining it right now. I don't know why. And for the rest of you, you're just going to have to figure it out. If you're not in those two time zones, it's dicey enough already. Stop being a mom. Rib Guy. Hello? Scooter Mom. Chat Mama. Everyone in my house calls me Mom. I can't stop being a mom. All right. So, as I was saying, thank you again to everyone who sends me clips and links with timestamps. More of you need to be doing that, please. It does make it much easier to gather things for the show for everyone. And special thanks to the mods who helped me muddle through this and let me pick on them. And I do appreciate you all very much. And thank you all for being here to support me and all the small channels. So I say again, to take care of each other, have a good week, and remember, like who you like, watch who you want to watch. After all, we're not in a cult.
Scooter Mom celebrates the smaller channels who are working to bring down the cult to protect human rights. Scooter Mom celebrates the smaller channels, the ones who need more attention and are out there more and more. If you want Scooter Mom to show a small channel, send her clips and links, since you are making clips and sharing links is easy to do. Whether you protest and or watch that needs you.